Today, these prayers of the Easter Sunday afternoon, it's named the prayers of love. And why does the church, these prayers, these afternoon prayers of the Easter Sunday are named the prayers of love? Because God showed to mankind His love. Adam and Eve sinned, and because of their sin, they lost the paradise, and they found death. The prophets, the wise, came, but they could not again raise mankind to where He was in paradise. And Christ Himself came. He wore flesh. He came to earth for the love of man, to teach the Bible. And he all this Holy Week, He passed the Passion. They hid Him. He had thirst. He had hunger. He suffered for mankind. And finally, He was hung on the cross. And on that cross, that He was hung, His holy blood flowed down and washed away the sin of Adam and Eve. And after the sin was washed away, He was risen, and the holy light of Easter was given to mankind. And this way, man was free from the bound of the devil. The paradise opened. And Christ, the risen Christ, brought this light. He brought this holy light to mankind. And that's why all these things that happen during this Easter are all which God shows to mankind, His love to man. But one thing we should think, and unfortunately, because of the big confusion and the big fuss of this world, we do not no more look at things that are good for our soul. We're always looking for things that satisfy the flesh. And all this noise is confusing our brain. And we have to leave a little space to think spiritual things, to think about these big days that we celebrate, to think about the risen Christ. And one thing we have to think is that Adam sinned and died, and he died from his sins. But Christ was put on the cross, who never sinned, and He died for us. And from His holy blood that flew was what washed the sin of Adam. How can this fit in our brain? Man sinned and died from the sin. God died on the cross, and He never sinned. But this is how things were to happen. God had to go on the cross. God had to rise again. And this way God washed the sin of mankind and brought His holy Easter to mankind. And from then on, man returned back to his real home, which is the name paradise. This is the thought we should have in our brain. How much love God showed to mankind. So we should never forget that these holy days are days which Christ showed love to us. We should never forget that these days are days that we should thank God for His love. And how do we thank God for this love that He gave us, this holy light, the paradise? We show it through keeping the Orthodox faith and doing good deeds. When man holds his Orthodox faith, when man goes away from sin, and when man tries slowly to accomplish deeds, then that man shows the real appreciation for the love that God showed us this Easter Sunday. So have no fear when you have orthodoxy, when you have the love towards God, then there's no one who can fight. There is no one that can do any harm to us Orthodox people, because we have the holy light of the risen Christ, and this holy light chases away all the evil that are fighting the church, and this holy light at the end will always win. Christ is risen.